All right, Dash Daniels, newest NBL Next Star member of Melbourne United. Tell me straight off the bat, why the Next Stars program and why Melbourne United?
Yeah, well, I think the Next Stars program is going to be great for me. Obviously seeing the guys going through the program, they've had a lot of success with it. So, I'm obviously trying to make it to the NBA as well, and I think this is going to be the best option for me to make it to the next big stage. So that's why I chose the Next Stars program, and Melbourne United, they're just very welcoming. They're like a family to me. So yeah, that's why I chose them.
So can you tell me about over the last year or two, you've been in and out of Hoop City, and so you've sort of been around that United program a bit. What have those conversations been like over the past few seasons, and what have you seen from United watching them and being around some of those guys?
Yeah, I've been around Hoop City for the last 2 3 years now, so I'm pretty comfortable with the place and the atmosphere. So it's a pretty easy option for me to pick. But being around the trainers and stuff, I just I watch them. I can see their game plan and stuff, and it's very similar to how I play. They love to get up and down the court, play defense. A lot of on ball defense. You got Delhi, you got Shea and stuff. So they love to do that type of stuff, and they got great ball movement as well, and that's what I love to do.
So speak about Shilly and Delhi and even Chris Golding. These are some of the best players we've seen this generation in the NBL. Some of the best Australians in New Zealand as we've seen. How excited are you to get in there and learn from guys like Chris Golding and Delhi and Shilly?
Yeah, no, super excited. They're the vets, so they've been there before. They've some of them have made the NBA and stuff. They've played at those high levels. So I look forward to being taken under their wing and learning off them and stuff. So it's going to be very helpful and beneficial to me.
What are your conversations with Dean Vickman been like so far, as far as what your role's going to be and how he hopes to develop you going forward?
Yeah, I've had a lot of conversations with him over the last couple of years, and he seems very intrigued in me and passionate about what I can do and stuff. So he thinks the same as me. He thinks I'm gonna join their program and be very comfortable as soon as I join, and I have the type of play style as Melbourne United, so it's going to be a smooth transition. So yeah.
For those who haven't seen your game enough, I've watched you at under 16s and under 18s. For those who haven't seen you play, how would you describe your game?
I'd say I'm a quick player. I love to get out in transition. Move the ball, pass first point guard, and then I love to play defense. Love to get stops, guard the best guy every single time. So I love to be that type of guy, be that dog. So yeah.
So the way you describe the end of that, a lot of people will point to Dyson, right? Dyson is your brother. For those who don't know, when you look at the way that Dyson is playing right now, what are some of the parts of his game that you think are similar to yours, and how do you feel you differ from different parts of his game too?
Yeah, I think we're pretty similar in a lot of ways. In the way we guard the ball, I love to stay in front. Gamble sometimes in those in the lanes and stuff, and then as soon as the offensive player turns their back, I'm going to go steal that thing. So I think we're very similar in our defensive ways. It's just offense. I like to get downhill a little bit more. I play with the ball in my hands and stuff. So use more on-ball screens and create for my teammates. So I think I play with the ball in my hands a little bit more than he does, and we're pretty similar in the defensive end.
It's interesting. You had college offers that would have got you a considerable amount of money. You'd have left some money on the table to join the Next Stars program, but obviously the NBL gives you a lot of pros that college doesn't. Was it tough to give up the opportunity to go to college and maybe be the man of a program to work out with pros every day and go up against pros every game? Was it a tough decision for you?
Yeah, it was a tough decision. We looked at every possible choice and all the things that they're going to give me. So we looked at everything. I just think the next start is going to be better for me because I'm going to start a whole year earlier than I'd be eligible to go to college. So they've given me the opportunity to start next year instead of if I went to college, I'll be starting a whole year later. So being able to have an extra year playing at the pro level and with those, men type players, the grown men, so they're going to help me a lot, and yeah, it'll be very beneficial.
What does the next 12 months look like for you? My understanding is that you're going to join United early, start working out with them, and practically be on their bench for the end of this season, and then you basically roll straight into the next off season, right? Is that what the plan is for the next 12 months?
Yeah, so I'll start in January. I'll be kind of a train on for the first 4 or 5 months. I'll be at all their games and stuff, all their trainings, and then just getting comfortable with their system and their team, and I'll start in the 2025 season. So yeah.
What's the short-term goal for you? So what's the goal, this time in the next 12 months, and what's like the long-term goal? Ideally, what are you in the next 3 to 5 years?
Short-term goal, I'd say, trying to get that championship for Melbourne United. I'm here to win as well, not just to develop my game, but also help the team, win games and try and get that championship. And then, long term, obviously my dream of playing in the NBA. That's been my dream for a long time. So if I can get that, that'll be amazing. And then after that, it's just more achievements on the way. So I'll make more goals on the way.
Awesome. Well, Dash, congratulations. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you next season.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you having me.